Hi everyone. So I feel like just speaking about the difference between a true and a false twin flame, and many people are confused between this. And because I have experienced both relationships, I felt like maybe it was time to speak about it because there is so much information out there which can seem confusing, and there are lots of queries that I receive as well about this, not being sure if this is a twin flame or not. So simply speaking, I will just give you a few points. I'm just speaking from the top of my head. A false twin flame makes you feel very unsafe. Okay, when you are with your false twin flame, you are unsafe. What does that mean? You don't know what will happen. You don't know how they will treat you. You don't know if they will suddenly become bad to you. And you can feel their toxicity towards you. So, when you're in the presence of a false twin flame, you can feel that they don't have good intentions for you, that they don't want the best for you, that they can harm you and they can hurt you. Okay? That they may not be a good human being as well. If you are a very good human being, very kind, and you never do anybody anything bad, you don't say anything nasty to anyone, you're never trying to bring anybody down, but quite the contrary, you're the sensitive person who loves people, who sort of is kind. If even if you're not very social, you're very kind and you're helpful and you're generous, and you're empathetic. Your false twin flame will not be any of this, but they may sometimes put effort to be like this because they are trying to act like they are your twin flame, not consciously. See, as a twin flame, when you decided to come on this earth, you already knew in your soul that you're going to meet your twin flame. So, one experience that you will have is that ever since you are born, you will keep having experiences where you start looking for your twin flame unconsciously. This is just me sharing my experience and how I have also experienced this, and much later made sense of it. Okay, your soul is looking for your twin flame. So your soul will misrecognize some people. So it may recognize somebody to be their twin flame when they are not their twin flame. So it will get very obsessed with that person. You could have had crushes as a teenager on people that just could not seem to be getting out of or just this story of unrequited love where you don't understand it, and you were very drawn to somebody, you thought somebody was the world, and that did not really amount to anything. Okay, and then you met someone else, and that also acted as your false twin flame. So now a false twin flame is different from a crush, because with a false twin flame most likely you will have some relationship which will at least be more spoken in nature than a relationship with a crush usually is. Not many words are exchanged, right? So I will not spend a lot of time on it. But if you've had teenage crushes where you just could not get somebody out of your mind for years and years and years, then yes, there is a lot of healing for you to do there. It's very important to heal that part of you, and to bring that into wholeness, because that part of you was innocent and was looking for the real twin flame in that crush. So self-love will be your remedy there, and bringing closure to yourself there. But the false twin flame is a person that you've had a sort of a relationship with, or a lot of communication with. So now you know that this is a connection or a relationship of sorts. Okay, different from a crush, like I said, a much more leveled up. So this false connection, a false twin flame, because your template is that of meeting your real twin flame, is the template you carry is of your twin flame. This false twin flame person will also try to act like you. So in my experience, my false twin flame, I love tea, and when I was very young is when I met my false twin flame, close to 10 years back. Yeah, and at that time when I met my false twin flame, so I used to love tea and different flavors of tea, and my false twin flame used to pretend to sort of match that interest in a strange way. I don't know how to explain it, but seem frivolous about it, go to all extents of frivolity to make himself look like he's very fond of this in a very educated way, or in a very in a way in which I would appreciate, that different flavors and different like blends and all of that, all right, which I used to thoroughly enjoy. But this was somebody who would pretend to do that. I could not see through the pretense. I used to think it's very genuine and I was very intimidated by it. But much later, after I had emerged from that experience, and once we had reconnected, again so many years ago, the last time we reconnected and met, I could see through the frivolity of this person, because now the false goggles were sort of off. Okay, so your false twin flame will try to act like your twin flame, but they will not be the real deal. You will not be intimidated by how interested they are in some things, or how much smarter they are than you, or how much more good looking, or how much more charming, or how much more successful. But you would like, with your twin flame, you're not intimidated. With your real twin flame, you appreciate these qualities because they are an extension of you, right? You also already have these qualities, so you really admire and appreciate it. In a false twin flame, you may get afraid. You may feel very, very less about yourself. And your false twin flame, like I said, will be a rude person, will not be afraid of being rude to you, or being mean to you, or being downright self-centered with you. You will feel very used and depleted. If you have any sexual relationship with your false twin flame, you will feel very like less after that, or you will feel like you will get very obsessive with your false twin flame. That is for sure. In fact, the obsession you may have with your false twin flame will be much more than you have with your real twin flame. Because with your real twin flame, you may experience certain boundaries that your real twin flame will apply with you, and there will always be a respect for each other in your real twin flame relationship. With a false twin flame, boundaries are not there, and there is no respect for each other. You also may not respect their boundaries, and they also may not respect your boundaries. Okay. Your false twin flame will continue to disappoint you a lot. There will be a lot of cheating, a lot of betrayal, a lot of falsehoods, and all these falsehoods will be revealed to you as well. Your relationship will hit a rock bottom, which will be beyond repair. The kinds of lowest lows that you will see with your false twin flame, you will never experience with your real twin flame, because with your real twin flame, the divine is always active, and the divine never wants you to go to a place from where you can't return. You will never hit a point of no return with your true twin flame. Okay, you'll go into separation way before things can become bad, like terrible. Go to a place of like no return. With your false twin flame, there will be no such divine intervention. You will go through hell, and you will see their worst face, and they will see your worst face, and it's just going to be a very toxic relationship. There can also sometimes be violence involved, not of a very consequential kind, but still nonetheless, maybe physical, maybe verbal, abuse and stuff could happen. It never happens with real twin flames, so you should know that. Your false twin flame will try to use your hospitality, or your generosity, financial generosity and such as well. Your true twin flame will definitely not do that. Most likely will not. There can be exceptions depending on your own personal sensitivity and how you are as a person and what your dynamic is, but largely it's not the case. You will not feel used or depleted. They will always have a kind heart towards you. Okay, and your true twin flame will not be able to use you. Your true twin flame will always respect you, and somewhere care for you, and they will care about what you think about them. Your false twin flame can be very, very manipulative, very toxic, very difficult person to be around. Somebody who puts up a lot of facades. There is no authenticity to your false twin flame as a person as well. They may be very social and outgoing, and deeply miserable people inside, and you can see that dichotomy. With your true twin flame, this will not exist at all. Your true twin flame will also have some masks on, because you have the masks on as well that they are reflecting. But your true twin flame will not have such a wide variation in their personality. Okay, it will not be toxic anyway. You can't call your twin flame toxic. You will not feel that they are toxic at all. Your true twin flame can be indifferent towards you. Your false twin flame, may start off as a narcissist, means that they may love bomb you. Your true twin flame may not love bomb you at all. It will be very genuine on both sides. But what is the difference? A false twin flame will be the one who is more interested in you than you are in the first go. It can be that they are, love bombing you and pulling the red carpet for you and doing all sorts of things, paying for you and, taking you home and doing everything and cooking for you and just doing all extreme things for you. And you're not very sure about it. You're not very certain that I don't know if this is genuine or not. With your true twin flame, you will experience complete generosity, and you will experience not generosity, sorry, you will experience complete authenticity. So if they do anything for you, it is coming from a place of love and truth. They don't need anything out of you, just because they're doing something for you. It's just they respect you a lot and they love having you around or something like that. But with a false twin flame, you will wonder about their intentions as to why they are like that. So you can research more on narcissistic love bombing. That is what a false twin flame is very, very likely to do. With your real twin flame, you will know that it's, genuine, and you will also, they don't need to love bomb you. You're already sort of, intrigued by the connection, and you're also equally it's capturing your imagination also to meet somebody who's just like you. In so many ways, you have so many similarities and such a potent, powerful connection. So you don't need the love bombing to happen, right? So with a true twin flame, specifically, it will feel very oddly like you have come home. You may meet them and you may feel like this is my other half, and you will not understand it. The first time you meet your true twin flame, or you see their picture or something like that, or you hear their voice, your soul will jump and will recognize something. Now, what does this recognition mean? Your soul can, recognize that you can feel very happy. Like you can look at the picture of your true twin flame and immediately you will smile. Okay? Your soul will smile. You don't even know why, but you will feel very happy looking at their picture. Now, the other thing is that with, your false twin flame, when you just meet them for the first time, you may have a warning bell run off in your mind. You may immediately think, I don't want to meet this person. I don't want them to come and talk to me, and I'm not very sure about it. You may see them and you may be very, very put off. So this is a very important indicator that the first time you meet your false twin flame, you'll not be happy. You'll be put off, but you would get sucked into that energy, very quickly. But with your true twin flame, just the picture will remind you of something strange, and you will not understand it, and you'll feel happy. Your soul will feel happy. You'll be surprised. Your mind will be surprised as to why is my soul jumping at the picture of this person that I just met, that I just saw. And when speaking to them, their voice will cause a recognition to happen in you. When you meet them, if you will be too much in your mind, but your soul will keep, a dialogue will open in your soul about this is, somebody significant for me. So that can happen if you really pay attention. You will notice these signs will happen. There will be a divinity to your meeting. When you're meeting your real twin flame, it's suddenly like meeting God. It's suddenly like meeting, the divine in the form of your twin flame. So every moment that you spend, for instance, you go out to have dinner, or you go and have a cup of coffee or tea or whatever, you will notice that it is going perfectly. It is going smoothly because the divine is making it happen. With your false twin flame, there will be no such thing. There will be no divinity in it. You may end up feeling like they took something from you after meeting your false twin flame, maybe even the first time or the second time. There will be something strange about how they are acting and behaving. You may not even be the first person that they are interested in with your false twin flame, right? They may show this interest, in other people, in other women as well. So there is always that with your true twin flame. Your true twin flame is also going through a recognition of you. So when they meet you, then they are also as enamored, as you are, and they are also equally surprised about the connection as you are. Okay? So this is a huge difference that you will notice, that your false twin flame will not have that immediate enamoring with you, and it will probably be a connection that takes some time to develop, will need things like love bombing, etc. Basically all the ploys of the world for it to, become something, okay? Your false twin flame feeds on your low self esteem, while your true twin flame brings you out of your low self esteem. Remember that. Your false twin flame is not going to be honest, is not going to be loyal, is not going to be afraid to hurt you, will not be sad when you're crying or when you're upset, will not care about your success or your failure or what you're going through. They will really not bother about it. Your true twin flame may seem to be indifferent on the outside because the intention is to bring you into your own power. But you know that in their heart, they don't wish you anything bad. You know that in their heart, they're not a bad person because they are you, right? And one more thing will be that your false twin flame may try to act like your true twin flame unconsciously, right? But you will always know, you will always doubt whether they are really that nice as they claim themselves to be. With your true twin flame, you will not doubt their kindness or their niceness as a person because this is you. As authentic as you are in your kindness is how they also are exactly like, so you will automatically know it. You will have a sense of home with your twin flame. You will not understand it, but just meeting them, you can start feeling their feelings deeply. You may not know of the intentions of your false twin flame, but with your true twin flame, even in the first meeting, you can start sensing what they're going through, what their emotions are, when they are sad, when they are happy. You may start sensing it within, and it can surprise you a lot. Your twin flame, when you meet them, can feel like home. Maybe the second or the third meeting, it can just feel like this is my home. I don't know why, but it feels like this is my home. But with a false twin flame, you'll not have that. It will be the opposite of home. It will be like danger. You could feel like a child who is, in danger or something with your false twin. So remember that. All in all, both kinds of connections will put you into a spiritual awakening. The awakening of going through a false twin flame is not as intense or as fast, but it can make you question a lot. Like for me, after my false twin flame encounter, I questioned why have I come on this planet? Okay, like what is the point of life? What is karma? When I was so much in love, how could I have seen such a lowest low of my life in that same connection which gave me the highest high? So it made me very, very spiritual, and I started, it led to a lot of positive things for me. But was I relieved from my patterns? Like, no. I still had to go through a lot of other situations, which were very painful and everything. After the false twin flame connection, you can still have more relationships after your false twin flame connection. And in fact, you can even get over your false twin flame completely. But you will most likely not have a new relationship after you've met your twin flame, like your true twin flame. You will not even think about meeting someone else, even if you try to. In the beginning, when you don't understand, you try to just move on and you try to meet other people. Nothing will materialize for you, nothing will happen, for you in your journey. And then you just resign to this space of now I have to go through my ascension process. But after your false twin flame, you can still have more and more connections that can also thrive, and that will also have their own cycles and everything. You feel like, okay, I'm okay to meet new people, not immediately, maybe 6 months later or something. But with your twin, you know that that's not the case. With your true twin flame, you are not able to get over your true twin flame. The obsession with a true twin flame is also much, much more than the obsession with a false twin flame. After a false twin flame breaks up, the relationship ends, and you go through a lot of sadness and grief and everything. It's still a sadness and grief that you can manage. The divine is not giving you signs. The divine is not showing you images of divine couples and you're now on a different journey and you are divine. No such thing is coming your way. A different awakening is happening, an awareness of who you are, a spiritual awakening. Okay, but with your true twin flame, there will be a wholly different kind of an input of signs. How will it be different? Like I said, it will hold some besides just your spiritual ascension and bringing you out of your patterns and bringing you into self love, it will also show you that you are in a divine connection, that there is a being who is connected to you. So I in my when I just first realized I'm in the twin flame journey, I had not heard the term, nothing doing. I didn't know what this term was, and I didn't believe it for so many months, when even after I came across the term, because of all the signs I was experiencing. So when the first sign, the one sign that I saw a lot was the imagery of divine couples. Okay, so I saw a lot of Radha Krishna, and I was not, somebody who was a devotee of Krishna. So it was new for me to see Radha Krishna everywhere I went. And that was a sign that now you're connected to somebody. Okay, there is no such sign you will receive after a false twin flame connection ends or something. It just means now you move on to bigger, better things. Okay, life will try to push you into other things. They may even send someone else for you after that. Maybe a karmic or a soulmate kind of a person that you could enter into a relationship with, or it will just open you into larger facts about your spirituality, why you're here, what is karma, what is life, how to become meditative. Those things will take precedence, but your patterns will remain. After your false twin flame awakening, patterns don't go away. Patterns need to go away only when you do a lot of self-love, and ascension really kick starts at a massive rate, which happens after a true twin flame. So I hope this was helpful. I tried to speak of whatever I did. I didn't make any notes before this, so maybe I missed a few points, but what I can just say is, with a true twin flame, it's beyond you and it feels right, and there is an element of trust and protectiveness irrespective of how your true twin flame has acted. In your heart who they are. You can trust them. With your false twin flame, it's the opposite, the exact opposite of this. It does not feel good. You don't trust them. You know that they will forever be the lying, cheating person that they are, right? With all due respect. I mean, I'm just saying that everybody is divine, and everybody is playing a purpose. You can thank your false twin flame for the awakening that, they set you on. In some sense, I am grateful for my false twin flame as well, although there was a lot of healing that I had to do after that experience. But all that my false twin flame was triggering in me at that age, at that time, was something from my childhood, and it set me on a path of looking at my childhood for the first time, about what the problematic areas were that I was not aware of. Okay, and like I said, it set me on a path of spiritual inquiry and everything, and for that there is a lot of gratitude always. Otherwise I would have maybe not known about meditation, not known about what spirituality is, that I am not the body and the mind and all of that. Those concepts would not have uh, been of any interest to me, right? Or would not have come into my awareness at all. So there's always gratitude you can show to both, and in your heart you will know. Okay, it will feel right. That person, your true twin flame, is you. So they will have the same qualities as you. Your false twin flame will pretend to have those qualities but will not have those qualities. You will know the difference between what is pretense and what is really real. Okay, so that's all, guys. I hope this was useful. If you feel guided to book a one-on-one session, my email address is imacompletelife@gmail.com. Currently, I'm offering 3-part sessions wherein, I will explain to you more about how it works when you write to me. And these sessions, we also discover an exercise to go within and to get in touch with our true deep self, which is hurting, and we learn how to heal it. We do some healing work also within the session for sure. So, yeah, I mean, you can just write to me if you feel guided to do that. And as you all know, that there is a workshop which is happening on the 24th of September. So you can email me, to sign up for it. And the workshop is on your inner union, and to bring both feminine and masculine parts within you together into a space of union. It will be guided by an expert, And when you sign up for this workshop, you will also receive a meditation track which is created by me, which will help you to connect deeper with your feminine and masculine energies, the highest forms of them that exist within you. And that can be like your weekly practice or your bi-weekly practice to help you stay connected, with your energies in an energetic form, to experience it. And it will help you to balance your energies in a profound way. Okay, so it's a great opportunity and it's very affordable. It's only rupees 3500 for these two things. And if you're paying in euros, it is only 44 euros. It's only 48 US dollars and 38 GBP. All you have to do is email me and I will give you all the information. And I'm using the payment gateway Wise for international payments, and UPI for within India payments. So if you want to pay through PayPal, then the cost will be slightly higher to account for the higher charges that PayPal charges. Okay. So sending you lots of love, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.